What is going on YouTube? It is I Gave the D or irMaddDogg or NL Yoda bringing you a video that I've had requested quite a bit, and that is wired versus wireless accessories. Now if you buy an Xbox or you buy a controller from the store, you're going to get a controller like this, wireless, has a battery pack in the back. Pretty much. This one looks so strange because I actually had used two controllers for about 2 years apiece, and since I didn't feel like, getting a new controller, I took the best parts from each, put them together. So yeah, that's how that goes. And then I finally, just in the past month, got this new wired controller, and I'm going to dive into my analysis of it now. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is that, of course, this is wired, and it has a pretty long cord. Oh, if you hear that, that's the garbage truck outside. But if you see this here, it's a pretty long cord. I think it's about 10-ish feet. And what you can do with it is, you can take it. I have a holder, a twisty tie, I guess you could call it. And I bundled it up so, I don't have like 10 feet of wire in front of me while I'm gaming. But, that's very easy to do. And I'm just going to get to the basics now. Something I noticed actually when I was playing Call of Duty or any game that really surprised me because I didn't think much of it is that this controller has much less lag time in between what you put in, input on the controller and what actually happens in the game. Because this is wireless, it needs to transmit a signal, and while it's not that much longer, it's still noticeable in game. So that's one definite benefit for the wired controller. And the second major benefit is that you really don't need to buy batteries for it. This, I'd say, if you are going to go with a wireless controller, Duracell is by far the best battery pack. I've been, like I said, gaming for 4 years with this, and Duracell, they by far last the longest. And I'm a pretty intense gamer. I maybe game between 20 and 30 hours a week. So yeah, it lasts maybe about 2 weeks then, or 2.5 weeks. So that can add up because batteries are pretty damn expensive. If you look at it. Plus, if you have a wired controller, you don't need to worry about that battery cost, and it's amazing because a wireless controller is $60. You need to pay for batteries, and you have to deal with controller lag. While this here, it's $40. You don't need to pay for batteries, and it has relatively none controller lag. So that's a huge thing that I wanted to say. You should definitely get a wired controller because we're in the wireless generation, and sure, people are like, oh my god, I need everything wireless, even my headsets, which I'm going to get into in a second. But really, it's not necessary because I have no problem using a wired controller, and neither should you. I mean, cords, it's not really that big of a deal. Of course, though, it is personal preference. I'm just providing you guys with the actual points to it. So yeah, if you want to get a wired controller, definitely just go to Best Buy. They have them for $40 there. Or if you want a wireless controller, yeah, do what you gotta do. But going on to my headset now, this is my glorious Turtle Beach X11s that I've been using for about 2 years now. I've also used many wireless headsets. I used the X31 model over at my friend's house. They don't make this anymore. This is now replaced by the X12. The X31 is now replaced by the X32. They're kind of cooler, green and black, really cool. But so when it comes to headsets, again, wired, what you have to deal with is here. If you can see back here, you have to plug in a power source, and so that's just like a USB drive on either the front or the back of your Xbox, and that I could see being an issue with some people, but not really. It depends if you're getting more expensive headsets like Tritons, and those you actually need to plug it into an outlet, but that's more expensive headsets if you're going to go down that road. Just think about it. But for these wired headsets, you have to, with all headsets, wired or wireless, you're going to need to plug this in. It's your chat cable. But again, I do not understand the huge issue behind people saying wireless is so much better. It's not. I mean, I talk to my friend Franco, who has X31s, and he says he burns through batteries like no one's business. You can get maybe 8 to 10 hours of playtime of AAA batteries, and then, you know, you have to get rid of it and, you know, get new batteries. And that's really ridiculous in my opinion. I'm so happy that now I have my wired controller because now I'm fully wired up. And so that's pretty much it. When it comes to these, just remember that with this, with it right there, you're going to need to pay $60 for it. It's going to require you to buy batteries every month or so. And it has, like, controller lag, I guess you can call it. And with this one, you only need to pay $40. You're not going to need to worry about batteries, and there's relatively minimal controller lag. Aside from the fact that it's wired, that's pretty much it. And I'm not even sure if you can call that a downside to it. When it comes to headsets, you know, you do need a power source, but again, that power source definitely... Oh shit, that's my sister calling me on Skype. I'm going to ignore her for a bit and finish up this video. So yeah, just remember with these, you have to, you know, plug it into a power source, and, you know, this is how I sit, you know, so the cord drags out, and that could get annoying, I guess. I could understand with headsets more so, the whole wired versus wireless issue, but that pretty much wraps up my review. It's not really a review, it's more of like an analysis / opinion video. But anyway, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, please follow me on Twitter because I'm super active on that. And remember guys, I am still currently, as of the time I am doing this video, doing my G Fuel giveaway, so I'll have an annotation and a link in the description of that video, so if you want some free G Fuel, just sign up for that and you could win it. So yeah, that pretty much wraps us up, and peace guys.